When it comes to gaming desktops, there's no shortage of options out there. Every brand has flashy towers covered in RGB, crazy cooling solutions, and claims of being the most powerful PC on the market. But here's the thing. When the market is this saturated, it takes more than just raw specs to really stand out. That's where Lenovo comes in. They've been steadily refining their Legion lineup over the past few years, and the Legion Tower 7 is one of their strongest pre-built gaming PCs yet. It's powerful, cleanly designed, and easy to live with, making it a great option for gamers who want high-end performance without the headache of building a rig from scratch. The first thing you'll notice about the Legion Tower 7 is the build quality. The chassis feels solid and durable, not cheap or flimsy like some pre-builts you'll find out there. It's finished in storm gray, with a textured front vent that not only looks good, but also helps with airflow. It's also not a massive full tower. At 34 liters, it's compact enough to fit into most setups without dominating your desk, but still roomy enough inside to keep things cool and upgradable. The tempered glass side panel gives you a clean look at the internals, and Lenovo has nailed the cable management here. Everything is tucked away so neatly that at first glance, it almost looks like the PC doesn't even have wires. And yes, it has style. Between the ARGB lit front logo, the glowing fans, and the illuminated GPU, it's eye-catching without being overly aggressive. For anyone who likes a modern but clean gaming setup, this design hits a nice balance. Now, let's get into the hardware because this is where the Legion Tower 7 flexes. CPU, Intel's Core Ultra 9285K, 24 cores, boosting up to 5.5 GHz. It even has Intel's AI Boost NPU, which is a nod toward more AI-driven workloads. GPU, NVIDIA's RTX 5080 with 16 GB of GDDR5 memory. It's built for ray tracing, DLSS, AI accelerated rendering, and even up to 8K output. Memory, 64 GB of DDR5 at 5600 MHz right out of the box, with room to double it to 128 GB. That's more than enough for gaming, streaming, and even heavy creative workloads. Storage, a super fast 2TB NVMe SSD, with support for up to 6 drives total if you want to expand. Cooling, 3 120mm RGB fans and heat sinks included, with the option to upgrade to a 360mm AIO liquid cooler and extra ARGB fans. Power, a beefy 1200-watt PSU that's ready for whatever upgrades you throw at it. On top of all that, the connectivity is excellent. Up front, you get USB-C, USB-A, and an audio combo jack. Around the back, you've got Thunderbolt 4, extra USB-C ports, multiple USB-A, DisplayPort, 2.5 gig Ethernet, and full multi-channel audio support. Wireless is handled by Wi-Fi 6E, with optional Wi-Fi 7, plus Bluetooth 5.3 and 5.4 for accessories. But specs are only half the story. What's it like to actually use this machine? The setup process is as simple as it gets. Take it out of the box, plug it in, and you're gaming. No drivers to hunt down, no troubleshooting weird BIOS settings, no worrying if you connected a cable wrong. It's smooth and hassle-free, and once you power it on, the Legion Tower 7 feels premium. The RGB effects are vibrant without being overwhelming. The system stays whisper quiet during normal use, and even under heavy gaming loads, it never gets obnoxiously loud. That's partly thanks to the airflow design, and partly because of Lenovo's tuning. One of my favorite parts of the Legion Tower 7 is actually the Legion Space software. This is Lenovo's control hub, and it makes tweaking performance incredibly simple. You can switch between quiet, balanced, and performance modes with one click. Want to keep the PC silent for web browsing or work? Quiet mode has you covered. Want full horsepower for Cyberpunk or competitive shooters? Hit performance and you're good to go. The software also controls the RGB lighting, lets you overclock the GPU if you want to push things further, and even gives you quick access to system stats. Compared to some clunky software packages from other PC brands, Legion Space is straightforward and user-friendly. Alright, let's talk numbers, because performance is where this machine really proves itself. Cyberpunk 2077, in ray tracing overdrive mode with DLSS enabled, averaged 188 FPS. That's insane for a game that still brings plenty of PCs to their knees. Even Stalker 2, which is both graphically demanding and a bit unoptimized, held steady around 120 frames per second on epic settings. There were a few minor stutters when loading new areas, but otherwise it played really smoothly. Across the board, this system shows that it's more than ready for today's heaviest hitters, and it has the headroom to keep performing well for years. So, where does the Lenovo Legion Tower 7 stand in the crowded world of gaming PCs? Honestly, it hits a sweet spot. It's got top-tier performance thanks to Intel's Ultra 9 and NVIDIA's RTX 5080. It's got a sleek design with excellent cable management and tasteful RGB. It's surprisingly quiet and efficient even in performance mode, and perhaps most importantly, it's accessible. You don't need to be a PC building expert to own and enjoy it. For gamers who want a pre-built that's ready to handle the latest AAA titles, video editing or 3D rendering, the Legion Tower 7 is one of the most well-rounded desktops on the market right now. If you're looking for a system that's powerful, stylish, and future-proof without the hassle, this is definitely one worth considering.